Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, your Greater Toronto Area real estate resource, and I'm going to take you through the Greater Toronto Area in this video today and show you properties that you can afford at a low budget of $1 million. And at the end of the video, you're also going to learn about properties you can actually afford for $500,000. And I say a budget of only $1 million because let's face it, the average price is significantly higher now than what it was a few years ago, and our average sale price was actually reported at $1,080,000 over the past month. However, what we really know is that different locations are going to warrant a different price, and $1 million in one area of the GTA may get you a lot more than what you would get in another area. So as we're looking through these properties, if you have any questions about the real estate market, you're welcome to pick up the phone and call me. I'm never too busy to answer your questions or provide help. And if you're a real estate agent looking for a great brokerage to build your business with, make sure to reach out to me to learn more about eXp Realty. And the very first property is in Pickering by Taunton and Whites Road. It was listed for $899 and actually sold for $930,000. So listings are certainly selling over the asking price if they are priced competitively. This property had 3 bedrooms, 4 washrooms, 1 car garage, a finished basement, and it was between 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. Our next property is in Scarborough. Many of you are probably familiar with Pharmacy Avenue. It's somewhat of a busy area and busy street. It was listed for $999,000. This property sold for $950,000. 3+1 bedrooms, 2 washrooms, of course, by Lawrence and Pharmacy. It didn't have a garage, yet it had a carport. Carports obviously don't add as much value as a garage would, and it had a separate entrance, which we know is in high demand. Our next property is in Peel region. It's in Brampton, and it was sold for $975,000. It was actually listed at $899,100, so this listing as well sold over asking price. 3+1 bedrooms, 4 washrooms. It had a 1-car garage, also had the separate entrance and 1+1 kitchens. And I must admit, this sale did actually surprise me. The fact that it sold at this price, I would have expected them to get much more because it did have the separate entrance, it had the kitchen. It's also in Brampton where the average price is a lot higher than $1 million. And our next property is in Aurora. We surprisingly had very few options in York region. We don't usually see listings sell under $1 million. Even for townhouses or a lot of 3-bedroom semi-detached homes, very often they're selling over $1.2 million. However, this property sold for only $930,000. It was a 3-bedroom, 3-washroom, 2-story townhouse with an unfinished basement. It had a 1-car garage, and you can see looking at the condition, the property actually does look pretty decent. Our next property is in the Downsview area of Toronto by Wilson and Dufferin. This property was listed for $1,049,000. It did sell far under asking price, only sold at 93% of its asking price at $975,000. 3+1 bedrooms, 2 washrooms. It's a 1.5-story detached home. These 1.5-story homes usually take a bit of time to sell. They're also not in demand considering the fact that the bedrooms often have like a weird shape to them. And this next sale took place in Mississauga. It was a 2-story semi-detached home which sold with 3 bedrooms, 3 washrooms for $925,000. This property had a 1-car garage, and you can see looking at the condition, while the home is livable, it has carpet, and homes with carpet generally do sell for far less. And now we're going to take the time to look at the condo market. So how much do you need to buy a condo in the Greater Toronto Area? Do you need $500,000, $600,000, $700,000? Well, we took a budget of $600,000, and we're happy to learn that there was actually quite a bit of selection and many listings that had sold at $500,000 or even less. But these were a couple of sales which really did surprise me because this is a strong indication that there are opportunities in the condo market, and condos have definitely come down in price compared to freehold properties. This condo here is sold by King and Dufferin Street on Joe Shuster Way. It was listed for $449,000. Look at that. It sold almost $100,000 over asking price at $541,000. It was a 1-bedroom, 1 washroom. It didn't have a parking space. The condo fees were $458.10, and it was about 590 square feet. And then another condo that I wanted to point out to you was also between 500 to 600 square feet. This property sold for $527,500. It's in Mississauga, right by Square One on 360 Square One Drive, and this property featured 1 bedroom, 1 washroom. This unit did actually include a parking space, which is great. Their condo fees were $480.27, and we can see that this property took 40 days to sell. And all this data really indicates to us that it is a great time to get in the market if you are a first-time buyer or if you are considering buying. Who it may not favor are people that are downsizing. They have to really look at the numbers and see if it makes financial sense to them. If they need the immediate money, then of course we can justify overnight. So I'm really encouraging any of my clients that are looking to upsize to do it sooner rather than later, because most likely prices are going to increase, and then the opportunity to upsize, if that's what they want, probably won't be so feasible. The very best thing you can do in 2024 is to continue to stay hungry for knowledge. The market is changing at an accelerated pace. What may be selling right now may be selling for $100,000 more in a few weeks' time. We're also seeing different rules being put into effect. And we're also expecting property taxes to rise in the GTA, but most significantly in the Toronto core. We don't have numbers yet, but we're expecting that the property taxes will actually increase by over 10% in the Toronto region during 2024. I'd love to know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. If you are considering buying or selling, make sure to call me. And real estate agents that are looking for a great brokerage, let's lock arms and make it your most successful year yet. Make sure to reach out to me. Again, I'm never too busy to have a conversation with you. I thank you for your support and look forward to seeing you next time.